share this out.
Welcome to Meditations of Medicated Minds. I am Mike Usenick, and you are Matt Cooper, correct?
Neighborhood-friendly fat man at your service.
How y'all doing tonight? This is our brand new podcast. This is technically episode 1. We did the pilot last week.
Yes.
We do have an Only Strains YouTube channel coming that this will be on, and we will have other podcasts on it. Share this out. Let everybody know. Today we're going to be talking about cannabis in pop culture.
Which I'm down with because so much has changed, and we really need to continue pushing this home.
Exactly.
Because there's still so much residual stuff that has been damaged due to Reefer Madness, even in 2024.
Not just Reefer Madness, but there's another movie, wasn't there, called Marijuana?
Yes. Yes, there was.
Which is not as popular. Reefer Madness, if I'm not mistaken, was created by the very guy who was trying to make cannabis illegal for racist reasons. He sent a letter to the White House that said, and this was the final nail in the coffin, by the way. He released Reefer Madness. He was claiming that cannabis was a drug that caused white women to sleep with black jazz musicians. And that was the final nail in the coffin.
I mean, I'm sure there's like 30 other reasons.
Oh, there was.
From that.
They also wanted to go after illegal immigrants. And that's the majority, they thought, of people that would smoke it.
Racial disparity has been the main driving force for most of it. Why can I not find this to share it?
But it should be on my official Facebook page, not my Facebook page, but my official one.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah, I tried putting on my regular one, and for some reason, the comments when they go through, it says Facebook user. Like, it doesn't even say who the fuck it is. I don't know who the fuck Facebook. What up, Michelle and Vicky? How y'all doing tonight? Now, how about we start with the beginning of cannabis in pop culture? Because cannabis was a big part of pop culture way before it was illegal and shit. It was a big part of medicine. It was a big part of all that stuff. But when it first hit pop culture, it was a very negative thing, which we mentioned Reefer Madness. Yep. Which was a propaganda film. That was, if I'm not mistaken, the first movie ever made about cannabis. And watching it now, it's more of a comedy. Like, you're like, these people are having a good time.
See, but the whole, like, this is your brain on drugs and them smashing the egg and all that other fun stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Where that all stemmed from was the church.
Yep. And what's crazy is if you watch those commercials, I've tried getting that high. I've never been so high my dog jumps up on the counter and says, hey, you got problem.
Let's take it back a little further. Have you seen the poster? And it's floating around the interwebs, and you being you, I'm sure you have seen it.
I probably have it on my wall.
It wouldn't surprise me. But the feller that's like, he's bent, he's got
with a trumpet in the woman's ass.
It's like, I don't know what you call that. I know it ain't a trumpet, but it's
trombone.
A horn.
Trombone.
That was not a trombone. This is one of the things. It's like a circle.
What was his trombone?
Boning something, but he's sitting there blowing like crazy, and she's looking in ecstasy with a big freaking end of the horn where the sun don't shine.
I have that picture.
I knew it. I told you.
It was literally the background on my old phone because it says this isn't normal, but when you smoke reefer cigarettes, it is.
I have done some wild drugs in my day, okay?
That ain't weed, that's coke.
I don't even think cocaine would make you do that.
No, cocaine makes you go, oh yeah, and go crazy.
Facts, no, I can see you snapping into a Slim Jim, but first off, who has that horn just laying around, first off? Second off,
don't judge me, bro.
Listen, I'm not trying to, but I'm telling you, like, I have never looked at my old lady and said, get the horn. You know what I mean? Like, it's just get the horn. And I've been pretty high. Like, I've been hella high.
Now,
one of my best friends is Billy Blaze.
I told somebody the other day, I think it might have been Jag when we was hanging out. I look at him, I'm like, I don't smoke like I used to. He's like, motherfucker, you just smoked a foot of a 6-foot blunt a couple weekends ago. It's like, I'd hate to see how you were smoking before.
See, I consider this like the off season. You know what I mean? Like wintertime, we still have our events, but there's not like as many.
See, I only smoke with the other events. I don't medicate like that all the time.
Right, and that's what I want people to understand. Like, yes, we do smoke a lot, but if it's just like me or like just us hanging out, we don't smoke like that, like all the time at least. Got him over here for you, Bubba.
We're killing them in the crowd. We got Weedosaurus Rex in the building. What's up, brother?
Weedosaurus Rex, what's up,
You need
Bubba?
to bring one of them dispensaries near to us. I need a job. Come on now, bro.
He said, hook a brother up.
Hook a brother up, man.
But I don't smoke like that. Like I do, but I don't. If we're in an event, yeah, I'll smoke your fucking life away. Like I'll smoke your legs off. Your whole kneecap will become mine. But there's a misconception where people think that we just smoke like that just all day, every day.
Nope.
And it's like, no, we medicate. Now, if we're out and we're wearing weed suits, there is a certain etiquette that comes with that everyone wants you to smoke with them. So you can't turn down a blunt. First off, you got to hit it. The guy in the weed suit has to hit it.
I do have my own set of rules on that event. Like if I'm driving, I won't smoke 4 hours before the show's on. It gives me time to come down.
Right.
But like if I'm not, then yeah, I'll smoke like crazy. But 9 times out of 10, I'm the fucking highest driver. I mean the DD.
Well, because responsible cannabis use is the key. So no, if we're out and we got to drive a long ways, and we're gonna be like not
just
there
respect. We don't want to smoke it.
Right, we're not going to smoke like crazy. But now we're in the off season.
I'd
like
to
to
smoke
smoke
a
a joint or
the
two.
little fucking logos and shit.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah, bro. We're official now. But
This was a whistle.
with pop culture, though, we're talking Reefer Madness.
Justin Duncan's in the chat. What's up,
What
bub?
up, Justin?
Shout out Glass Porn, Munchies page. If you guys haven't and you aren't following that man, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but you need to be. My man's is killing it out here.
I'd also like to give a little shout out to Weedosaurus Rex and everybody at WTHC Radio as well, because Weedosaurus Rex, everybody has his own show on there now in the morning, Breakfast Buds.
I'm working on getting my own WTHC radio show.
Me and you
It'll
both
come.
need to. We need to bring this to WTHC Radio.
I mean, let's see if it doesn't strike a chord with a few people. If you guys are enjoying what you've heard thus far, I need you guys to jump out, smash that like button, and I need you guys to share, tag a few friends. Let's have a little bit of fun tonight, shall we? And this is an every Monday night occurrence
now. Every Monday night at 9:20, 9:30, depending on how long it takes this motherfucker to roll.
Well, we had to move
I'm fucking with you, bro.
We had to move the whole damn garage around for this one.
But talking about pop culture, it's kind of weird because the switch between Reefer Madness happened quick. Because you had Reefer Madness and then Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke.
But that was still so taboo at the time that like people who enjoyed Cheech and Chong were looked at as like devil worshippers.
Yes, but it took a lot of balls for them too. To be like, hey, we're stoners and we're gonna do comedy. Then we're a cultural shift because people don't realize, yeah, that was like what 20 or 30 years after Reefer Madness. But they started doing their stand-up in like the late 50s. Yeah.
Well, they were making their albums and stuff, and you know how much money got burnt by parents and stuff that were burning all the you know what I mean the records and stuff, and they find their kids listening to it, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. Because regardless whether you appreciated it or not, someone spent money on that.
It's art. Like 9 times out of 10, it was the parent that spent the money, so they're wasting their own goddamn money by burning.
Because they either didn't know or whatever, which that's on you. Pay attention to what your kids is listening to. But I look at that as objectively as I do any other lyrics.
Yep.
It is an art form. Oh, they're talking about smoking weed. Just we can sit here and talk about being gay rights, whatever. It doesn't mean that you're going to become gay.
No.
Same deal with the stoners. You can find the humor in the comedy. You can enjoy what they're doing. You can appreciate the art form and how much work they're putting into it, and still not be a stoner.
And the thing with Cheech and Chong is, if you go back and listen to them albums, yeah, they were stoner comics, but there's a lot of skits that didn't even mention Reefer.
Yeah.
Like Basketball Jones and fucking I got a basketball. Her sister Mary Elephant.
Mama talking to me, trying to tell me how to live.
Did you see they redid that? It might be relit. I don't get nothing off that.
She said.
But remember, they redid that a few years back with Korn. That shit was crazy. But like
Korn was getting all the best remakes there for a minute, and they just quit doing it.
What's crazy is like Cheech and Chong also was not the first, but one of the early like stoner music.
Yeah.
Up in Smoke.
And it was considered punk rock. Even though, to me, it was very far from punk rock.
It was very rock and roll.
Some of it had that punk rock influence, but I think it was more or less because, like, they raged against the machine. You know what I mean? Like, they were anti-system because they were stoners. And I think that's why people equated it to the punk rock movement. But in my opinion, it wasn't punk rock at all.
And now, you know, I'm a huge Cheech and Chong fan, but I also got to say that when they quit doing those movies, we got a new wave of stoner films that was like hit left field. Like fucking in 1994, maybe we got Grandma's Boy. We got fucking.
Oh no, that came out way after '94.
No, it's '96.
You're thinking like Friday series. Because Grandma's Boy didn't come out until like
97.
It was 2000.
It was 2000.
Yes, sir.
2003, maybe.
Yep, it was 2000.
Yeah, I'm thinking Friday.
Because like Dante and them were still decently big because the Happy Madison film deal. So he was still actually getting roles.
No comment on that.
Well, he was still actually getting roles.
I'm a better person than that.
I'm not. Fuck him. Peter Dante's an asshole. I said what I said.
At least to me, he would.
And I'd smoke his kneecaps off. I said what I said.
No, the dude does write some good music.
Richard, what's up, Baba? Amy Bruce, how you doing today, darling? Frank Story, good afternoon. Evening here.
What is wild to me too is like there's a lot of like stoner songs that you didn't realize. A lot of people didn't realize were stoner songs until way after the fact. Like when they came out and said they were.
Ganji lovers, Los Marijuanos. Listen, I got to hear Los Marijuanos at we went down for the Nasty Glass event. They what they did was they take a bunch of like 90s songs and make them weed songs.
That's fucking cool. Speaking of, we're doing that soon.
Oh, we have to. But like Art Plug fell in love with these guys. But they just like they remade songs like Creep.
What was it?
I can't remember the lyrics. But they take the entire premise of the song and make it about smoking weed.
That's fucking
and
cool.
that they did it with, I mean, their whole set is just basically a Suspect lyric Cannabis edition. It's fucking amazing.
I love it.
You've got to check those Los Marijuanos. You've got to check those guys out.
Los Marijuanos.
You've got to check them guys.
They have to do some Ricky Martin.
Zach Wright, what's up, Bubba? I'm pretty sure they did actually. Florida State 420, Colorado, Canatopia, live cannabis broadcast. Hell yeah.
So, with movies, I think we covered most of the eras. We did Cheech and Chong. We did Harold and Kumar was a funny one because there was a little feud for a little while between Tommy Chong and Harold and Kumar.
Really?
I don't know how legit it was, but like there was an interview with Tommy, and he said Harold and Kumar is basically Cheech and Chong. They don't actually smoke.
You know who became the new age Cheech and Chong?
Yeah.
Method Man and Redman. I said that to somebody else the other day, and they kind of like snapped and looked. They did. Yes, when they put out when they teamed up and they were doing all kinds of leads. Anyway, when they put out How High, that was
shit back then.
That was the like that movie was
that
like,
and Half Baked, bro. Both those was my shit.
Oh,
fucking Bob Saget, Half Baked. He stands up and like marijuana's not a drug. I suck dick for coke.
I suck dick for coke.
And the guy in the background, I seen him.
He said, "Lord, if you're listening, help!"
You know what's crazy? If you watch that movie came out what 98, something like that, maybe earlier than that.
5 and 6, for real.
Rewatch it. There's that scene where Dave Chappelle goes to that fucking medical facility to get his weed. And it's all locked up and shit. That's just a dispensary now.
Facts. And what I like, that doctor pulls a little thing, grabs a hole, stuffs it in his pocket, and shoos him on his way.
Yeah.
I fucking wish.
Hilarious, bro.
Here's some medical grade cannabis. Stuffs in his pocket.
And that was in a time where medical cannabis was like barely talked about. It's like a fucking movie.
That was around the same time where it was just basically California.
So would we call Dan Silent Bob Stoner Flick though?
Oh God, yeah.
Because the Strikes Back had weed, of course. They were selling weed outside the fucking store and Clerks and shit.
That was with the whole Clerks series and like the Mallrats thing. But yeah, no, Jay and Silent Bob.
Actually, I know they're weed icons, but there's a couple movies where like it's barely referenced.
And see, that's why I said Method Man and Redman versus Jay and Silent Bob, because they were obviously on the scene before with the weed thing.
That's what I was gonna get at. Is wouldn't Jay and Silent Bob be considered like their own version?
I mean, yes,
because they had a lot more films. And
but the comedy wasn't always just straight weed. You know what I mean? Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
Dude, name like
Michelle Hawley said, Kate motherfucking Savage, what's up, honey?
What's crazy is about that is like you can tell anyone. All you got to do is look at somebody and be like, fuck, and see if they recognize the fucking reference because they'd be like, fuck. No.
I don't like doing shit like that because it shows my fucking age. All these, there's kids nowadays, like these guys walk in, they got a fucking beard. I'll make a reference, look at it, and they're like, yeah, I'm 23. You look like you're as old as me.
You know what's crazy? When I was like that age, I knew references from way back in the day. Like people could make Cheech and Chong references all day and like different references from different eras, and I understand. Nowadays, people only understand like from when they're born to now.
Or if they see it on TikTok.
Like, no, this ain't me bragging. This is just how the situation went. This dude, I was at a concert. I'm not gonna say what artist. You know which one. I just happened to be friends with members of the band.
Okay, man, kids, what's up?
And the dude was like, what do you know about such and such artist? And now this artist came out in 1964. I kind of get where he was coming from. But don't judge somebody because they're young.
Right.
I let it slide. I'm like, whatever. Let's see how the night works. Let's see how the universe handles it.
Right.
I was front row. It went out again.
You are having a hell of a time with this tonight.
No, I was front row at the rail. Guess who was behind me? Oh boy, he was like, what do you know about so blah 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 blah. And he's like, name 3 of his songs. But dude, I can name most of his albums from beginning to end. Like, I want to enjoy the concert.
That he sounds like those chodes that like you wear a band tee and they as soon as they see it, oh, you don't like them. What was the name of their last 4 albums? What was the name of the hidden track on the second album?
Bro,
you're not a fan. I hate that
what
shit.
Happened? I was medicated and I was calm and shit. The fucking curtains open. He was the only act. The curtains open up. His lead guitarist and bassist come over, fist bump me, give me a fucking hug, and hand me a pick. I turn around like I don't know much. And then the kicker. This might give away who it is, but there's a part of the set where he has a cane and he fucking threw it at me. And I'm like, don't know much. Like, just because I'm like still viewed as young at some shows. Like, I'm at a weird age. 30 is a weird age. Because like I can get with anybody in like their like 20s or in their 40s. So like if you don't act right, I'll become your stepdad. Like, like it's a weird age.
No, see, 30 really is because right now, as it sits, we were raised old school like the older generation, but we were still young enough and new school enough to like understand technology and shit.
Yeah.
So we still get like the younger references because we're still like with the times, we're still growing with it.
Yeah.
But
plus they're kids of your own.
According to these kids, we lived through the late 1900s. So we're up on a lot of those.
That hurt my soul.
I'm older than you.
That hurt my soul though. I'm younger than you. I'm not supposed to feel this. I still have some time, brother.
I don't know. Between the afro and the Lemmy fucking.
The chick's digging me.
Hey, I'm not hating. Like the mutton chops, you, sir, are an old soul. Yeah. I said what I said.
That's actually a lot of people dig that because I legit am. Like I might be younger, but
if you were ever in a porn, I guarantee you that they would use 70s music.
You'd watch it. I know you would.
They'd give it the vintage screen. I said what I said.
You wouldn't do it like to be weird. You just watch it to support.
Oh, absolutely. That's my boy. Get her. It's not weird. You know what I mean?
I'm bringing back the porn like that, bro. Like I got the hair and shit.
Your balls have sideburns, don't they?
Actually. Since we're medicated, this is an exploration of the ADHD mind. Hopefully this episode will get canceled.
It's gonna.
I shaved on there, bro.
Who doesn't?
But no, it's kind of funny looking because I got hairy ass legs, hairy chest, bald. I look like Jada down there, bro. Like it looks like I have alopecia on my dick.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
My dick looks like Jada because of that breathing treatment. I beat that thing with money.
I mean, I've been lonely too. You know what I mean?
I'm not lonely. I just do it for fun.
John Lee, what's up,
John?
Bubba?
Welcome to talk shit about Mike, I guess.
Sparks is in the chat. How you doing tonight, darling?
Now, with pop culture, though, bro, we covered movies, but music is a big one. We got the 20s, the 30s.
Cannabis has been heavily influenced in music, whether it's behind the scenes or like mainstream with music. I don't think it ever went away.
You know what a good pot reference is now that I remember it? Ever watch Dewey Cox?
Yes.
That scene where the
You
guys
don't
in
want
the
this.
guys in the fucking closet smoking weed, and Dewey's like, "What is that?" And he's like, "It's called marijuana. You don't want none of this." And he's like, "Oh, I don't want to become addicted. It's non-habit forming."
It's not
And
addictive.
he's like, "Well, I don't want to like get angry." He's like, "No, it turns your bad thoughts into good thoughts, Dewey." And he's like, "I kind of want it."
That'll be one of my favorite fucking, because like I've made up kind of TikToks using just that little clip.
Yeah.
Because it's the ultimate. Because he's like, well, I mean, I don't want to die. You won't die because you want to live forever. It's just like everything he counters it with, like, because it's really not. It is non-habit form. Okay, I'm sorry. It's not addictive. You will form a habit with
Yeah,
it.
because you're doing it as medicine. Whenever you're done smoking, you're just feeling your body falling apart.
You also have made a habit of opening your phone every time you stop what you're doing.
And the food we eat's addictive too. Like,
right, you get in the car. You smokers, you get in the car, turn that key, cigarette's lit. Like you could form a habit with anything.
Yep.
But it's not physically addictive.
Porn is an addiction too.
Actually, it is. They have whole meetings for that.
Yep. I'm just kidding.
He said, "Hi, my name's Mike, and I'm lonely."
So
I'm sorry.
So there
Cheap
was we was tossing around some little lyrical ideas for Rick because he has that lines only thing.
Yeah.
And I look at Jack and I'm like, you don't have to be lonely at linesonly.com. And he fucking died laughing. Love you, Rick. Fucking wild.
I like
He didn't. He didn't make the cut.
no sense of humor.
Right. But like,
I think it would have went over well if they'd have gave it a chance.
do you want to make a bet right now? See if we can get a phone to search this. What era do you think the first ever song that mentioned Reefer was?
Oh, it's gonna be early on.
Like,
Jazz musicians were talking about cannabis.
I want to
back
say
in the
late
day.
1700s.
Like, now I want to know. Hold on.
Earliest song that mentions cannabis or reefer or however they worded it back then.
Me and Siri about to have a little chit chat.
Do you guys want to have some guesses? I'm saying 1700s late.
Earliest known song about cannabis.
What was it?
Coupled with song's blatant title, "The Reefer Man," is a common answer for the first weed song.
Oswald. It was the 1920s.
1920s, and I don't want to show it to my phone. Like, yep, this is what it is. You see it.
Hi, how are you?
Meditations of a medicated mind. You know what I mean? Boom. 20s and 30s.
So I was wrong, dude. I was way off. I thought it would have been the 17th. I thought Beethoven was like sparking up on.
You can't tell me they weren't. First off,
that man was inspirational. Not to get off the subject of cannabis, but he was very inspirational because he couldn't fucking hear.
What?
And he's out here writing fucking metal songs in the 1700s.
Huh?
Beethoven.
What?
Huh? You can't hear? This is the next Beethoven. But no, Beethoven couldn't hear shit. That motherfucker was writing like.
See, and that tells me that it's either
Vibration.
I was gonna say it would have to be by feel, because if you can't hear the music you're producing,
Was he deaf his whole life? Do we know?
let's find out.
You guys,
Jody, what's up?
you guys are learning a lot of shit.
John Lee, the Reefer Man, done got me. See, now I gotta listen to this song.
I don't think we can on the live though. Is it past the copyright date? I think it has to be like 80 years or some shit.
I mean, 1920s and 30s, so it should be damn close.
To back in the public domain. Dude, that's what our theme song should be, like an old public domain Reefer song that nobody owns.
What's the son of the Reefer Man?
Doesn't Reefer Man sound like a superhero? Like one of those weed superheroes?
Dun,
Reefer
dun,
Man!
Maybe that's what Captain Planet was secretly.
Reefer Man, bro. Yeah, because he has all the elements.
Like, you need all the elements to make it.
He was missing one element though. The element of surprise.
I'm about to say, where? You gotta light it. You need water after you use it because you got cotton mouth.
bro, we should
It grows in the herb.
Skit idea.
And you need the wind because A, you got to be
Bro,
able to breathe.
Skit idea. Reefer Man. It's like a Captain Planet. Like fucking potheads, bro. Reefer Man. Reefer Man. Taking them.
Now we've got to write a song.
Reefer Man. He's the blood.
It's coming. I see that Joni Kaliotis is in this
I
here
love
chat.
Her. I love her.
Good to see you tonight.
I didn't forget. We do have to get Joni for the WTHC radio.
Oh, dude. First off, Joni is a bevy of knowledge. And what I like
I love it.
to kind of jump into the activism side of it, Joni's one of those people that she is the best reference. Because like when you're I don't want to say arguing, when you're discussing cannabis with people, she is a story that I pull from almost instantly, and I've told everyone that'll listen to her story, because you can't say she's just a lazy stoner. You can't say that she's just, you know what I mean, just wanting to get high, because it isn't the case. You know what I mean? Like, she went to did what the doctor said. She still does do what the doctors tell her to do, but she just medicates her way because their way wasn't working. It was not managing her pain. She wasn't any more mobile. Now the woman swims 4 or 5 days a week. Like, she's killing it with MS out here. She went every day that they were out there holding signs. She was out there.
That woman is a real hero. She's a real hero. She's an inspiration.
I'm gonna order her a suit. The chances of her ever wearing it probably slim.
Get her a cape, a weed cape too.
Well, I'll get her that too, but I want to get her an honorary weed suit. I want to press her name to the back of it. She could, if anything, I'll frame the damn thing. But she needs a weed suit. So, boys, we're gonna be getting together on this one. She needs it.
She does. I want to actually do for her a YouTube channel, bro. Like, follow her, will like do her YouTube channel. The fucking intro is basically like zooms out from the cart.
And it's her in her van with the big weed nug on the back, and then it's her on her cart with her weed sign.
Oh, I'm getting her bumper sticker that says they see me rolling the hate for her cart. I'm getting it made. I just gotta find it.
We need to make one so it's a little bigger. Jules!
Jules! I also gotta find Leah Usenick stickers too, so either one of them.
I need someone. I'll pay. Like, it's cool, but we need like a nice size decal to go right next to her.
Should we tell them what we were getting made? What we plan on buying and getting made? Or should we
keep that a
secret?
No, you know what? Because I want you guys' opinion on this.
All right, let me tell you. This was my idea. I was high in the studio.
100% his idea, but I am co-signing this so hard.
I was high at the time, and I'm like, you know what? I grew up on, speaking of cannabis, Ric Flair drip. Try it.
Oh, dude.
We're not sponsored, but that shit. Woo! You'll be fucking
styling and profiling.
You'll be higher than his jet. You know what I mean? Woo, that shit's strong.
Be higher than that man's fucking WWE budget.
Most of it is not like
higher than his divorce rate.
I love
higher
that.
than his alimony.
Did you watch when he was on Celebrity Wife Swap? He swapped wives with Roddy Piper. Roddy lives out in the country and milks goats and shit. Ric Flair lives out in the fucking mansion and fucks horses.
Facts, no.
And I'm not calling women there. I'm saying he legit goes out to prostitutes.
That's what he said.
Yeah. He actually said in an interview he was left at a whorehouse one time. That's how they paid him.
The suits.
But the suits, sorry.
Got you.
I'm a big fan of Ric Flair. So we were getting black silk robe, and getting pot leaves all over them, and have pot boas, like the Ric Flair going down the fucking seams and around the arms, and have our names seamed on the back of it, like Ric Flair style, sparkly and shit. Yeah.
Yes.
Get yours to say Cooper, mine say Usenick, like fucking, and get all the weed suit heroes wearing it.
Oh, it's fucking happening. You could very well every fucking Monday catch us in our Hugh Hefner robes, getting it in here online. Wait, that sounded terrible. Only strands, not only veins. Sorry. Veins? What?
Only veins.
Only fans.
I thought you said only veins.
Nope. Blew all them.
Oh, damn, you know that guy too.
I do.
He's an old. The bald guy that never fixes the plumbing. He sucks at his job.
Nope, but he always ends up leaving with a tip.
Yeah, I don't get it. But what else about pop culture to you guys? We did a little bit of music, but there's a lot of music.
I mean,
we got fucking Muck Sticky now.
I was gonna say, look at just the artists that's what they do.
Just Red Us. Smoking pot and parties.
Like I said, you got Los Marijuanos, prime example. Lil White, I can't say his entire career was based off one song because it wasn't, but one of his biggest songs that put him on the map was Smoking Song, and that's been a weed anthem next to Afro Man's Colt 45 or Because I Got High.
Yeah, you wrote a whole fucking song. I was going to clean my room.
Then I got high. The man, he got raided by the feds, used the surveillance footage, and made a fucking song.
Did you find a pound of weed in my coat pockets? To the beat of fucking Because I Got High.
He made a whole fucking song describing them breaking into his house because of weed.
Are you gonna eat my lemon pound cake? That fucking
hold on, because it's Afro Man, and I know it'll be okay.
We need to get Afro Man. He's an Ohio resident, bro.
Yes, he is.
Which he's running for president.
That's why we need y'all to start tagging and blowing this stuff up, because then more of these big names will take us seriously, and then we can bring you guys some super hella awesome content. Until then, bro, we can get like the extras in Stoner Films. It's Will You Help Me Repair My Door.
No, there's a whole album, bro. There's various songs.
Oh yeah, but this is.
He has one called Lemon Pound Cake.
And it is legitimately surveillance footage from his house of them raiding his house.
Well, I got an idea.
Right, and it's.
You know what we need to do, bro? We need to have a segment on this show from now on where we react to like Stoner YouTube related videos.
Oh, so down.
We got 10 seconds, I think. Lemon pound cake. Oh, man. The cops took his lemon pound cake. I wouldn't have been mad about the fucking door knocking. Lemon pound cake?
I'd have been pissed about that door. Have you been to Lowe's lately? Listen, that might be the dad in me coming out, or just like there's that age.
Are you that dad that's like, don't touch the thermostat?
Yes, motherfucker, you go right on my light bill. That door gets kicked in, what are we gonna do?
Oh, Ghostbusters.
Have you bought a fucking front door to your house, especially an exterior door? It's like $200 low end. $190 plus. Lord help you if you want to have a pretty little fucking window in the front of the goddamn thing.
You know who should be the next Cheech and Chong, the Method Man, and Redman? Us.
Facts.
Make movies and shit, bro. Why not? Kino.
Facts. Actually, Kino's been wanting to collab for a while.
Let's do B-rated like comedy stoner film.
I'd be so fucking down. I know for a fact. Dang, shout out Dabbin with Dads. If you guys haven't, I need you guys time. Shameless plug. I need you guys to run to the cheerchoiceawards.com. Vote now, official Porch Gang, and then vote for Dabbin with Dads. Please and thank you. We're going to be doing this every day for the next couple weeks. December 30th is the very last day for all of this.
We've been pushing on WTHC as far as I know.
Appreciate you guys. Like I'm in a category.
I didn't tell them to do it. They just started doing it. So.
I'm in a category with Matt fucking Rife. Like. I'm confident I can make it to the top 5. Like, I'm confident. But the fact that I am in a category with Matt fucking Rife. I've been doing this shit for 3 years.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, I've already been to the Cheer Choice Awards once. I've lost over 500,000 followers just to count.
You're not gonna believe that shit. You see my post on fucking Facebook?
Which one?
I got a fucking text message this morning by the Ohio Democrats wanting me to run for like state representative and sheriff. Like they listed a bunch of shit that they're looking for. Like, what are you interested in? I'm like, do you know who I am? Like,
send them my way. I'll answer it. I'll answer the call.
Bro, I'm about to say, have you heard me talk?
Next year, mayor. Year after that, Governor Porch Gang. Coming.
Bro, I was asked by somebody like, why don't you run for mayor at a time? Like, for one, we got a population of 200. For two, all of them really white. And they're very much against cannabis. a lot. Well,
that's all the more reason for you to run. However, that does not mean that they're not going to not vote for you. But you can at least try.
If I win, I'm showing up in the weed suit.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, you will be hard pressed to find me at any event without my weed suit. Now, if I have to, and I mean absolutely have to clean up, I do have other suits, but I also have weed ties that are a little more subtle.
Can I be the weird one in the group and get weed printed pants, like pajama bottoms, instead of wearing weed pants?
That's already taken by Muckstick.
Yeah, I can do.
That man's wore pajama pants every day for how many years now?
But I can do leather.
I couldn't. My thighs would chafe. I'd be able to start a forest fire by fucking noon.
I look like the rest of the losers all the time. Fucking walk around and like,
oh, I don't know about leather. Oh, that looked like raw hide by the time I was done.
Yeah, it really shows off manliness.
It would also show off my Dunlap at an unhealthy degree.
Bro, we need to get into wrestling. We've teased it. We've done everything else, bro. Why not? Let our ADHD lead us down the road.
Well, me and Dustin did. We got to announce.
No, like get in there.
Oh, I would. Dustin got powerbombed. Dude come over and like I didn't know what he was gonna do. And we were sitting over there like we were calling the fights like we were supposed to. I was recording. It was dope. We were in our weed suits. Fire. But anyhow, they were fighting. The dudes were in there, and then the one got out, looked at Dank because Dank had been like, "Yo, throw me somewhere." And the dude's like, "No, you don't know what you're doing. Like he's never trained to take a bump.
Yeah,
nothing."
like you have to know the fall.
Right. So dude's like, "Nah." Well, at the very end of the fucking night, like he was the main event. He knocked the one dude down, came over, looked at Dank, and said, "You ready?" And Dank was like, "What?" And the dude just fucking grabbed him and yanked him over the table. And like I was like, do I act? Like do I go? Do I just watch this happen?
Ross. You get a full fucking Jim
I did. I was like, "Oh, he's got my boy! He's got my boy!" Oh, dude, I was like, "Do I? No? Okay, so I'm just gonna announce."
My God is my witness.
Dude grabbed him and threw Dank up into the fucking ring, and I was like, "He's gonna put him to hell!" And the dude picked him up, and like I watched him like lean into Dank, and he said, "Wrap your legs around me before you hit." That's what he told him to do.
Pause.
He picked him up to slam. He picked up the power bomb, and he said, "Just wrap your legs, just get ready." So he picked him up. I watched Dank's leg. And he said, "Oh, fine," and slammed the fuck out of Dank.
You asked for it.
He did. He did. Oh, dude, Dank was so pumped up. Like after the whole thing, like, he played it off for a minute, kicked his leg, like he looked like he had like the Rock's taser, you know what I mean? Shit. And then like, when it was all said and done, I think Dank had a heart on. Like he was, "Let's do it again. When's y'all's next show? I'll be there."
I'll be wrestling.
Dude.
Dressed up like where's his little drawing? Do we have him?
No, he is dead set against me having one of these magnificent paintings. He's no fun.
You should show up wrestling like Billy Blaze.
Well, wait, he does have one, but it'll get us demonetized.
I don't think he can wrestle like that.
It looks like he's losing.
I don't know. I think they're both winning. Look at that face, bro.
I mean, facts. He's kind of like period.
He's angry.
He should not be named.
But
Lord Voldemort looking ass.
I'm done.
I gotta get in the chat here.
But
we missed a lot.
we have pop culture. That's what we're covering.
John Lee loves the weed robes. I knew you would.
Yeah, if we can come out like
Floyd Emery. Shout out my boy, Captain Winky. That's what it is, Captain Winky. He's over on Twitch. He is a
you took
game
my
streamer.
OnlyFans name.
Yep, haha, he wins. And I actually went and checked out some of his content. Like, he's got a good little following. He's salute my guy. He came in the crowd the other day and gave me a joint. He's like, "Hey, you want to burn one?" I was like, "Listen, everybody in the history of all day wants to burn one with me when they come. I'm never in the Bel Air store, So the few times that I am, everyone and their mom comes over to see me, and everyone's like, "Hey, you want to hit this? Hey, you want my hit it? Want to hit it?" And I mean, I'm not gonna say no. Like, I haven't
talking
seen
about weed, by the way. You said like everybody's mom comes over. You want to hit this? We gotta like.
Well, I mean, facts. Mamas love me, bro.
Grandmas love me. I'm serious. I have a friend's grandma who makes me very uncomfortable.
It's because you look like Guy Fawkes.
I do. I can throw like John Holmes. I'm like, I wish. Oh.
Listen, my arm doesn't look like John Holmes.
Hulk Hogan on the other hand. Have you seen his video?
No, wait, what?
Hulk Hogan has a. Hey.
I don't want to see that. I can just imagine that.
No,
what you gonna do, baby?
No, listen, bro. I found out why the leg drop is effective. Because that hog, bro, it makes Tommy Lee look like a midget.
No way. Yeah. You're capping.
And they said, oh, no, my phone's
no, I don't need proof. I don't need proof.
Bro.
Curiosity killed the cat, and I'm not that curious.
Steroid shrinks it, I don't know what it looked like before.
Well, it does. Here, actually, I'm going to go ahead and just put a little into a common misconception from someone who has taken steroids, and that's why it's hard to believe about it. It doesn't make your weenie little. That's a misconception. Your balls get smaller, like they shrink up to you. That's actually what, because it actually ends up making it look bigger, but because your nuts is where men produce your
nose, I'm a little bored.
Have you ever seen my turtle when he gets at one cloud when he gets scared?
Yeah, I've been there.
That's what I'm sitting with. So,
speaking of, did you know sumo wrestling? I didn't know this till like 10 years ago, maybe. It was the most recent time I heard it. Sumo wrestlers, when they did a little dance thing, they're sucking the nuts up inside of their body so they don't hurt themselves when they're hitting each other. They actually get trained to do that shit. Like they position and suck them up inside. Yeah, bro. I want to learn that.
I don't see it. What if it doesn't come back now?
Oh, it will. You just gotta sit down and you just pop right back off.
First off, hold on.
Welcome to medications of the medication, because this shows anything that our mind comes to. This is what ADHD is like, folks.
What situation were you in, or what were you talking about when you learned this fun fact?
Because I was watching Austin Powers Goldmember, and when that dance thing, I'm like, why do they do that? So I go on Google, I'm like, why do they do that? And it says they were sucking their balls up inside of their body. Or however, I don't know why Siri sounds like Jim Carrey, but it says that shit. Alrighty then, I am Siri. I did that too well.
You say something, it looks like, and it just shuts the ass.
Yeah, the sumo wrestlers, they do that for a moment. Because they're sucking it up inside. Speaking of Austin Powers, it's not a stoner film, but it is definitely a stoner's film.
Oh, it's got Seth Green in it. It's got to be.
Like, we were talking about this. I was talking about this with calligraphy. They were like, shameless plug that shit out calligraphy if you haven't heard.
Facts. And you guys need to go check out THC specifically and run those numbers all the way up. That is the new Ohio Smoker anthem. I promise you heard it here first. Right. It's once that song catches, there's no stopping it. It will be the next Lil White's "This Is My Smoking Song."
These dudes, all of them have like, I sat down at the crib today and they had already, I only saw them a week ago. It's only been like a week.
And there's like 4 songs done.
And I'm sitting down. There's fucking 12, bro.
See, look, but at least someone else sees it. Because I've been saying this.
There's like 3 or 4 albums written. A piece. Manny has like 2 albums worth of shit.
I have 4 songs of Manny's right now that I still have to write something to.
Maul was working on and finishing a song when I was there.
I believe it.
And I'm like, and it was some fly shit, bro. You gotta hear this shit.
I've heard most of it. I've got a lot of it in my phone because I have either a verse or a chorus to do on it.
Maul wants us to do some shit too. I'm not gonna spill any beans on that, but he wants us to do some shit too.
Oh, I'm so down. Like, since I started singing again, I've re-fallen back in love with it. And then once we finished up Right My Wrongs, which I still just need the guitars done for it. My buddy Matt Goff's working on it, and Joe Carr said that he could actually probably start like next week. He's kind of busy right now. But
you need drums on it. Put a mood on it.
Oh yeah, I got him. Zach Wright said he would, and I have it. That's what I told Jack. I have an electric kit now. ready to go.
Because he's already said that he's worked on a couple of my shit too. So.
Oh yeah, I'm starting a band. Just I'll put that out there. I'm starting a band. Like the hip hop stuff is fun, and I'm going to continue doing it because I want to do like that Jelly Roll style. But I want to put together like a southern rockish, new school group.
Well, you know what's weird is if you would have told, like, let's say like 14-year-old me was like sitting there.
Right.
It's like, so you made it to 31. What happened, Mike? Like, well, so I'm this like cannabis advocate, right? I wear the weed suit and I like help legalize pot. Wait, yeah, but no, that's not the weird part. The weird part is I'm in this hip hop group. I'm working on a couple of music and a few albums and shit. Wait, and I'm wearing trip pants because I was 14 listening to Korn.
Yep.
And I'd be like, I don't even like hip hop. Well, you will.
Yeah.
It's gotta grow on you.
I was just having that discussion with our club. Like,
yeah.
You told me at any point in time, like 10 years ago plus, that I was doing anything. The fact that I'm still alive at this point is fucking shocking. Because let's face facts. I liked everything that was adrenaline and drugs.
And I didn't. And look at me. Like I look like I should.
See, and that's the thing. Like we could switch places because I could pull off if I cover all this up. I could pull off I've never done anything a day in my life.
No, me.
You look like the guy that you walk up
to
and ask, "Hey, when's the last time you sold some acid?" You know what I mean? You look like that guy.
Either that or the cool stuff. I've gotten in a lot lately. I don't know.
You're the high uncle for sure.
I'm a skunkle.
Yes.
Well, like a skunk.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't joking when I said that compliment somebody told me. Like, you look like you have an OnlyFans. Like I'll start one if I get enough people saying that shit. I ain't capping either. Fucking do it.
I believe it. you and your horse mask.
Yeah, it's unicorn.
Unicorn, my bad.
Yeah,
it's a horny horse.
Yeah, it's a horny horse. A horse. it's a horse.
It's just a horny horse.
Yeah. I wish I. But
I don't. You jump on my back, I'm fighting you.
You get messages, bro. But
I always have my phone doesn't stop.
I love that phone. I bet you it cost a pretty penny.
Actually, I got mine for one hell of a deal.
If you can find me a deal.
I caught mine like just right place, right time, and the person actually thought this screen was broken. It was the screen protector that was cracked.
Oh, nice.
So it was a win.
So cannabis and culture, there's a lot to cover. We might even have to do a part 2 because there's like a lot of music.
Oh, there's
good
probably
and
definitely
bad.
going to be a part 2 there because
Good and bad.
Just weed in general nowadays is so predominant. It's hard to believe that in this day and age you're still having the discussion of it's not legal in most places.
No,
like that's fucking weird.
It's weird because we're supposed to be the United States.
Oh, ain't nothing united about this place anymore.
And they're like, well, we never really was. We've always had like a battle between parties and shit, which is still weird. Like, I heard they run.
He said, I don't run at all, let alone running for something.
Yeah, like I don't do that, bro. But I look like somebody who would have. Like back in the day, you know that guy. I'm running for sheriff. I look like somebody Clint Eastwood played.
I want to change the face of politics. Because up until this point, it's stuffy shirt, old men and women. You know what I mean? Like clean cut, straight laced. That's not who I want representing me because that's not who anyone I know is.
I have no idea.
I know blue collar, hardworking people who drink and smoke and make mistakes and fuck up and you know what I mean? Like, and if you would start getting more real, like everyday people in these positions, like it was supposed to have been back in the day, supposed to be like a peers. So, i.e., people that are in like the same problems as you. So then they actually get a decent idea of what economically it's like to live under some of these regimes. And I feel like you could get an actual change in the world because then you have people in there that understand. Okay, shit, we haven't taken fucking minimum wage up for like. It's old enough to be driving the last time they fucking changed the goddamn.
You know what we call that person? Bernie Sanders.
Well, yes, and Bernie is
he's
also,
he's old as fuck, but like he knows like what we need.
and we need more people like him.
That's what I'm
Also,
saying.
but he does. There's
Still
still
plays the game.
certain parts of him that are still very, very old school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we just need fresh, new, progressive men and women. Whether they can still be Democrat, Republican, believe how you want to. We just need people.
We need to allow third parties at the debates is what we need.
Well,
not just Democrat, Republican. We need a third party.
And they're supposed to be. The problem is this: you don't have the funding if you're not one of those two parties, which is why I usually don't. I don't go too deep into politics.
Oh, I'm neither. So
I'll speak like you mean like if it has to do with cannabis or just like performing the way we handle addiction or the prison reform in this country, like things that actually like impact us, then I'll talk about it. But as far as anything else political, I'll never make enough money for my problems to be their problems. So fuck them.
So you grew up.
Yeah.
I started smoking. I was late. I was like, but like me and you was in similar shit that we watched pro wrestling and shit. That's some stoner ass shit.
Dude, there has been stoner. Look, from cartoons up to
Rob Van Dam was wrestling. Now this is what confused me.
There's a stoner character in everything.
Here's what confused me. RVD was wrestling for WWE, right?
Right.
He was wrestling with Rey Mysterio. He's doing like a 420 splash.
Yep.
WWE fires him because he got arrested for cannabis. Wouldn't that help the gimmick?
I mean, yeah, because he's a stoner martial artist. He's like a surfer stoner martial artist.
But they don't want it to look good. Because he said in interviews, like, yeah, I smoked before my matches. It's like,
most of them did. I'd rather be smoking weed than blowing down pain pills because of his fucking 6 back surgeries.
Okay.
Right? But that was cocaine.
But the reason why the legs don't work.
Well,
I need to watch it.
I don't want to.
Do you want to know the next layer of messed up about this tape?
Uh-oh.
He's banging Bubba the Love Sponge's wife.
Huh?
You know who Bubba the Love Sponge is? The
No.
old school shock rock. He was a shock jock that tried competing with Howard Stern. Yeah, like he was really like his shit was like worse than Howard Stern. Like,
Oh shit.
Well,
I'll check that out.
he's friends with Hulk Hogan, and he was filming it, and he's the one that leaked it to the porn company. So he's banging this dude's wife. Now there was controversy behind this tape because Hulk Hogan not only mentioned his daughter in the sex tape, but he said the N-word a very uncomfortable amount of times.
Wait, what? In a sex tape?
Yes, because she was banging a black dude at the time, and Hogan just went on this racist rant. I don't know if he was still banging the chick or what. I just remember the headline. Hogan sex tape says N-word. I'm like,
I was gonna say, who the hell is just? I could just.
my daughter.
Edward.
Maybe she's into it. Maybe she's into it.
That just doesn't make any sense. Well, even it ain't like it's ain't the first or second time he's gotten in trouble for using that word. I just never really assumed that sex tape would be the place that popped out.
Please tell me they were on bondage when he said it.
That.
Oh my God, bro. Yep, he's canceled.
Fuck, we just got canceled for the joke. But I just like, how you gonna be racist while trying to get a nut?
That's like the Paula Deen instance, bro. I wasn't shocked. They're like, Paula Deen was racist. I'm like, I assumed.
Right.
She's like a 90-year-old woman in the South.
Most people around that age are racist.
At least
closetedly.
Well, there's a lot of them that also say shit that they don't realize is racist.
Oh, they realize it. They just a lot of old people are just so set in their ways that they just
with my sensitivity, the way I joke with some of the members of calligraphy, like they take it as a joke, and a lot of people do. But like outside of that group on camera and shit, it sounds really bad out of context.
Probably.
Like I can see where a lot of these people are getting canceled wrongfully.
Yeah, but now see if it's something that's current like that, yes, absolutely cancel the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Problem I've been having is because comedy is subjective, and comedy there really
changes.
I mean, I can't say there's nothing that's off limits, but for the most part, there really isn't anything that is off limits in comedy to a point.
Like Red Fox was the shit.
So you go back long enough in anybody's social media, or just as long as you've been able to like go back and rewatch their stuff, you're gonna find something in any of it to offend you. There's like more and more people being canceled by the day because they're 30 something now, but when they were 17, they made a post. It's like,
yeah, but what
you change
shit is we said,
right? That's what I'm getting at. Like, hell, I'm sure. Like, and I've been, but that's also why I've been so honest about who I am. You know what I mean? Like,
I am too, bro. Like,
I was fucking for a long time. You ain't gonna hear racists ever, but you know what I mean? You might hear some other bad shit about me though.
You never hear racist from me at all.
I grew up on Wheeling Island, but I don't want to get into that line of phrasing because then it's gonna turn into, well, I've got a black. You know what I mean? Like
that's a weird thing. Like
yeah.
I made jokes when Obama's president. Obama's president black. Like I made that joke one time, but like that's the same equivalent.
But that's comedy. You should be able to and not have to worry about it.
Yeah, like George Carlin would not have lasted.
No, dude, half the comedians that like we grew up.
Red Fox, fuck no, he wouldn't have.
Yeah, he'd have been all right.
His delivery,
yeah,
but his stand-up probably wouldn't have been all right.
No, listen, people like Carlin and them, no, absolutely not. Andrew Dice Clay wouldn't have. He'd have done good on like TikTok.
Oh mother hubba! I said rest.
People would have tore him apart, but he'd be getting views like it's nobody's business.
Okay, have you looked at other states' laws? They won't let kids get pain meds.
Actually, most places aren't letting people get pain meds now because of the opiate pandemic.
Yep. There's a doctor that got arrested in St. Clairsville. His ex's of mine's doctor. He got arrested for giving out.
Yeah.
Opiates. So that's a big problem.
Most places nowadays, you've got to like have just had surgery to get anything, if you get anything. So, if anything, go for a second opinion. But most states make you go through pain management in order to get any type of narcotic. They'll give you ibuprofen hundreds. But if they tell you they're giving you gabapentin, tell them to fuck off. I've been telling everybody this. Like, look and research into it.
Like,
it's known as Neurontin. It's actually like I think it's for neuropathy pains. What they initially put the medication out for. But now these doctors are prescribing it for literally everything, like they've done every other medication. No, see, like gabapentin, they were told it works as a pain med because the way it hits your dopamine receptors. The problem is, what they didn't do was research the prolonged use of it, where it eats fucking holes in your brain, almost the same as methamphetamine.
Well, all your knowledge, I love it. Like, you have a lot of knowledge.
When it came to the addiction side, I have to, because the biggest thing that I want to do, like where my true passion is with anything, is reforming the way we deal with addiction. But I know what works for people. I've watched it work 1,000 times. I've also been part of a methadone clinic. I've been part of a Suboxone clinic. And all of that is them just wanting to be your dealer. Now, I'm not knocking anyone who's on medically assisted recovery, because if that's what's working for you, some people do not have the time to be sick. And I get it. But just know that is, if that's the direction you want to take, just know it will work if you take it properly. But the taper down is rough. That is something you've got to make peace with, but it is so worth it in the end, because I was worse off on those than I was anything else. Like, for being 1,000% honest, because every addict's biggest hurdle is worrying about that being sick. You know, worrying about that withdrawal. Knowing what I know now, I would have just withdrew off of dope and called it a day. Because that's a week. You know what I mean? Week and a half max, but like the physical, like stomach, sweating, shitting, puking, shaking, legs, that's a couple days a week. As long as you keep yourself busy, keep moving around.
That's literally a body detox.
Yeah, it feels like you have a really bad flu, except for you have restless legs, something awful. Like, I had bruises all down my fucking legs because it got to the point where I was just punching myself repeatedly. I don't know what I thought it was gonna stop, but you just hit that point where you're just like, fuck.
I'll do anything. That's why a lot of people slip back into it, just to get rid of that.
And that is what makes a lot of people go back. But attaining as much knowledge as possible makes it a lot easier when I have the discussion with a lot of either higher up people or just older people in general who want to understand addiction. because most people nowadays, there was a point in time where it wasn't as common as it is now. So the discussion was had a lot. I mean, it was a lot more one-sided when you would talk about addiction. People, oh, that doesn't affect. But now, like, I think it's like 7 out of every 10 families is affected or impacted by addiction.
It's horrible because addiction in this country is not viewed as seriously as it should.
No, it's a crime instead of being a. I mean, it is a sickness.
It is, and like, I get a lot of flack for this, but I believe in order to fix the fentanyl and all that shit,
yeah,
legalize all drugs and make them legal.
Right, where you have to go get them, you have to be able to
administer it, you know everything.
Right, you get to administer it properly because the problem is people are going to be addicts. Everyone's going to be addicted.
And also avoid getting STDs from dirty meat.
Yeah, I mean, 86 is a lot of problems, but a lot of people say, "Oh, that's just too liberal. You want people to stop and get them fixed." Well, then fine. The issue is there's a punishment that goes along with this. Now, granted, it's a choice. You know what I mean? It is. It's contradictory.
In some cases, choice. Like some people are born addicts because of their parents.
Well, right, and that's what. But for the most part, like you have your select few cases.
Yeah, and the people get addicted to opioids because of doctors.
Right, which that's where a little bit of mine started, and then the rest was all me. But it's a choice that I made. Yeah. The disease part is the fact that you have a mental chemical imbalance that you're treated. That's the disease part, because the average person has the willpower and ability to say, okay, I shouldn't be doing this, let me take a break. An addict does everything in excess. We obsess over things, like they hyper focus, and usually it's a lot of it is ADHD.
What is really crazy about going back to like cannabis, with all these hard drugs, a lot of people view cannabis as a gateway drug. Actually, it's an exit because a lot of people use it to get off of hard drugs.
Cannabis and kratom, as taboo as that discussion is, kratom really does work if you take it the right way. If you
use anything,
right. Some people don't understand the dosage with kratom or like how it works, but kind of like anything else, sometimes you have to take more. So
you just a little bit,
right? Build yourself up, like kind of like, okay, I took this many this time, I'll take this much, and find your dosage. Once you do, take it on a regular interval at the times you're supposed to, and I mean, it can change your life.
I know we're busy.
It's like safer.
We're busy and shit, but another idea for the channel that we create those games, have an only stream segment where we try and put on it and they have it as a pre-record song.
Oh no, I would be totally down with that, because I want to take a deep dive into. I want to break down what strain.
Well, actually, Hippie told me there's a woman that they have on their show that we could buy her book, and she breaks everything down in the book, and we could test the strain and see what we think.
I'd be down with that.
There's a whole fucking book where she broke down over 1,000 strains.
Good, because I want to find the ones that work well with different withdrawal symptoms and really kind of hone in for people and make a list. Try this. I mean, even though terpene profiles hit everybody different, but cannabis as a whole.
But we're learning that's where it's at, though.
Yeah. No. Terpene profiles. That's, you find the right ones that work for you. It works amazingly to combat withdrawal.
And that's a good way for you to know how the medicated.
Your phone about the doctors. It looks.
It's at 5%, so we got to wrap it up soon. It's actually 10:30.
I was gonna say
we can actually just keep going if we got a charger. Sorry, guys. I'll let Matt get that, and I'll keep talking. But like, what are we talking about? I forgot what we were talking about. We're gonna finish talking.
Charging? Yes, it is.
But with the reviews and shit, like it'd be cool to have YouTube channel.
No, we were actually talking about terpene profiles and how they affect addiction.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm on the same topic as you. The terpene profile. The medicated experience you get from the cannabis doesn't determine through THC or CBD. It's the terpene. Like, you're like, oh, these two terpenes work in this strain, they'll also work.
But that's also why I wanted to start doing more online, because if you only knew the amount of times a day I have this discussion with people, because people come in and say, what's the most THC you guys got? It's like, well, first off, that's not how this store works. Second off, That's not how cannabis works. Yes, in theory, you hear everyone talking about, oh, I have 32% strain, blah, 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 blah.
What was the CBD percentage?
Right. How much CBD's in it? What terpene profiles make up that? Because I've had some 32s, 36s that hit like fucking 14s.
I'm a little medicated, so I'm making for help with it. Which terpene is the citrus?
That is lemon.
Limonene. Yes, that is correct. Limonene is the terpene that actually distinguishes if the THC is going to be actually stronger, because THC is at its strongest with citrus. If you eat an orange before you smoke, so with limonene, if you want a higher buzz, go with that and a lower CBD
And
percentage.
it's actually really good for like uplifting your mood.
Yep.
So citrusy strains are usually like ones that people with anxiety, high depression,
Love limonene.
bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia.
Another good one is limonene.
Oh, linalool, osamine, and limonene are the 3 terpene profiles that I look for in any strain. Like that is a super strain for me.
Well, those are the super ones for good for anxiety too. And they're also good for pain.
They kind of cover the spread. You get mycene that it works in people that have like severe like body pain and like neuropathy, fibromyalgia.
And what a lot of people don't realize until recently, and even a lot of medical patients don't understand, is yes, there are over, like I want to say, like 100,000, 500,000 strains out there, and each one helps with different shit depending on the terpene.
And they're crossing genetics constantly.
Yeah.
And there's genetics that they don't actually have mapped out because they're kind of still in like the beta phase.
So
like,
if you had a bad medicated experience, that doesn't mean medicine.
Right. And that's another discussion that I'd like having online so people can kind of go back to it and share it. Because you get a lot of people that are like, oh, dude, that shit's whack. I didn't get stoned from it. It's like, okay, well, what was the terpene profile? Because I've had people that smoke 36% and like, dude, I'm not high.
I don't know, it came in the brick, man.
Right. Like, they're just like, I don't know. I'm just not stoned. Okay, well, then that terpene profile doesn't work with you. There's some strains that just, I mean, they'll give you, you know what I mean, whatever, because you're always going to get that, but it's just, it doesn't hit you the way you assumed it was going to, even at how high the THC content was. So you want to look for, I always look for higher THC contents, but look for ones that are higher in linalool or osamine.
In lower CBD, because if it's up like, I think what is
equal 50-50. Yeah. 1-to-1 stream, which will look like a 1:1 on the packaging. That means it has equal parts CBD and THC because CBD negates the buzz that's associated with THC.
So if you have a lower percentage of CBD, it's a higher CBD.
Yes, but also you want to try to find strains that are higher in CBD content if what you're looking for is that relaxation in the body.
Yep.
Because CBD itself is a natural NSAID, just like ibuprofen and Tylenol. So it breaks down and hits your dopamine receptors the exact same as taking ibuprofen and Tylenol, Motrin, but it won't mess your stomach up.
Because it's going right through your
Yep. Well, that just doesn't have the binders and stuff in it that like pills do, which is, that is associated with giving you chronic bowel problems, shit like that. So it's a safer alternative, and it's also like the perfect melatonin. Taking melatonin depletes your body of its natural melatonin development.
You should give it to kids.
Bingo.
Plenty of melatonin.
Give it. If you're gonna give them anything, CBD.
Quit giving them candy before bedtime.
One of those things, like my oldest son, he's a prime example. That kid just did. He wasn't even really a big candy eater when he was young. He would take vegetables way over junk food, and still could take a 20-minute nap and stay up for 3 days. He just didn't sleep. He would fight it. I would, dude, 4 or 5 in the morning, and I'm still walking him around an apartment complex in a stroller trying to get him to go to sleep. Once he finally fell asleep, I would just take him back in, sit it next to the couch. I didn't sleep with Sadie for like, dude, it was like 6 months.
So people always ask me why I do. Because I have friends that do.
Allow me to be your prophylactic, sir. You ever decide you want to have kids? Come on over.
I actually have a lot of stand-up comedy movie ideas now. That's how my ADHD works. I can stay on topic and still think.
See, I can't too. The problem is I can't ever shut the thinking part off.
Me either. I'll be like paying attention to the conversation, knowing what I'm talking about, but then my brain is like, ooh, you should do this. Like, have you seen that video yet? Where it's of, I forget what singer it was, but she's sitting in an interview. He's asking her a serious question. It goes to her. She's like, I believe in love. I feel love. Like my brain during that conversation. It wasn't Cher, though. It was like another singer. And then I love that one that my brain, whenever I'm trying to be serious, and it goes,
Life is a gigantic joke. My biggest issue is you have to be having a serious, like most serious conversation in the world. But that doesn't stop this side of my brain from saying, say something stupid.
I taught myself stopping myself from laughing, not at the situation, but because somebody says something really fucked up, it catches me off guard. Like, I'm like, what? Like, that ain't real.
What I hate is when you're having a conversation with somebody and you heard like something stupid as fuck that you know for a fact no one else would have found as funny as you just did.
Yeah, it's a very serious conversation.
Right. And you're trying not to like draw attention to the fact that you're laughing at something so stupid because you don't want to have to explain why you're laughing at something so stupid.
Yeah, I've dabbed the bill before.
I'm glad because there's times like I'll hit something, I'll be dumb, and I'm sitting there giggling at something, and like I don't want to like fess up and be like, okay, I just had the stupidest thought ever.
You missed Harvest Fest, bro. Fucking Bill brought out the brownies. I'm like, he's like, you want one? I'm like, I got shit. You, Bill, I got.
You better clear your fucking schedule.
45 minutes later, I'm on a fucking speaker. I'm so serious. Yes, I was medicated as fuck.
His edibles are good for that.
Yeah, and then I go over, you want a peanut butter cookie? Bill, I got shit. I got a dude in there.
Because chances are I know where those came from.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the three people in them. Lethal, and lethal.
Man,
I won't eat there. I'll save until I go on my
one time, I ate 2 edibles from some amazing sources of mine and weed. I get in my car and I'm leaving now. I left where I was at because I knew I had to beat the clock of the edible. And I'm like, it's like a 20-minute drive. I won't be medicated till I get home.
Right.
I get to the last stop sign. Like, my house is right there. The next thing I know, I do not have a license for this big shit. Abandoned right now. But it wasn't that bad. Like, it was just starting to come on. So as I'm pulling into my driveway, I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here for a bit. Next thing I know, it's dark outside. And I'm like, how long have I been on TikTok? Clappers the next thing, bro.
It happened to me out here not too long ago. I had finished up my day. I wasn't doing shit. And it was one of the times I didn't turn anything on. I hit this little heater and I just sat here in the quiet. Lit my fucking joint. I wasn't scrolling on my phone, nothing. Then I woke up. Hour later, I'm shivering, because the old tank had done burn out. This whole room just reeked like propane. And I was just,
Bro.
Phone's on the ground, Sadie standing there like, what are you doing? I was out, cold.
By the way, if you like the show, we're going to be talking about just about anything, but I do plan on for the next couple of weeks just talking about pop culture and just wherever our brains go.
There is so.
Because that's why it says medicated minds, because you don't know where the fuck our minds are going to go.
No, this is a gigantic show of ADHD. You're going to learn to love it. Weosaurus Rex said terpenes over THC. Absolutely.
Any day, bro.
But if you guys can, again, haven't remembered or you get a chance.
I'm not sure about it.
Facts. Smash that like button. Don't forget to share. Tag everybody you can think of that would enjoy this content. Also, make sure you jump in the comments.
Or who should be on the show.
Let us know who you want to see on the show next. Let us know the topics you guys want to discuss. Make sure you guys jump over to Cheer Choice Awards, Official Porch Gang, and Dabbin with Dad.
I have merch coming.
Love you guys. He's got merch coming.
allmylinks.com/official Mike Usenick. Follow me on everything because that will be coming. And also, my Facebook just hit 1,000 followers, which means I have an announcement to make. Yeah,
I don't know what that noise was.
I'm going to be doing a giveaway again.
All right.
I have another rolling tray to give away.
I'll throw one in with you.
Okay.
We'll double it up.
Double it up.
You can pick 2 winners.
And we can both sign both of them. And give it away right here, live on my MySpace. On my MySpace.
MySpace.
Wow. I'm so high on the 93.
He's medicated as fuck, bro. This was a time machine for my man.
I'm sorry. No, not MySpace. We should go to MySpace. Bring it back, bro. We should get a huge.
We never should have left Tom.
Bro, we should get our following like up to the millions and then go to fucking MySpace.
Oh, look, if you guys want to go on this MySpace adventure, I need you guys to smash that like button, drop the green hearts in the comments. If you get a chance, Dabbin with Dads, 9:30 every Friday night on YouTube. Monday, be here because we're about to make this show do some awesome fucking things. You're not gonna want to miss this. Utopia is when
with the hippie. It is on Saturdays at noon. Also, I'm not allowed to really say much details, but I do have a morning show coming. And it's not my morning show; it's the hippies, but I'm going to be helping them out.
Nice, man. We're going to be on there.
Busy as fuck.
We're going to be on y'all's phone screens a lot because then Dabbin with Dads is going to be airing on WTHC radio. And you're going to see a lot of us. So if there's a conversation you guys want to have, if there's a topic you guys want to discuss, anything from the mild to the wild. Questions is a good one.
Also, we need to get an interface to plug into so that we can fucking accept phone calls.
I have it.
Like we did with the representative. You guys need to check that out. That was fucking hilarious. My man was like, so issue 2, you're against Homegrown. Whoa, with Proposition 9. No, mother.
Right, that's not what we're talking about. And then Joni Caliotis was at the State House with Billy Blaze. And she took a picture of the representative's door. And John Lee's like, Matt's best friend. It's my arch nemesis, damn it.
Speaking of, again, I noticed I'm no longer the Glizzy guy. Glizzy King.
No.
I got taken by somebody I never expected to take it. Because my man Billy, he eats one hot dog better than I eat 8.
I think people were just more excited the fact that it was Billy. I've noticed that, especially, it happens with me too. We fuck with so many people that when someone finally fucks with us back, people just go ape shit. Because the same thing happens with Michael. I can fuck with him all day long. They'll run a damn one of these videos up to 500-600 likes, easy. Michael messes with me, 1,000, 2,000. Those views will go crazy because they don't expect it. So when you catch Billy Blaze, of all people, in a compromised position, which does not, he's very hyper aware.
I was impressed. Like, my man needs to take Tinder because that's. Have you seen my Tinder, bro?
No.
I made one. I can't show you because my phone's right there. My profile picture, bro. The description is, I'm here for a good time, not for a long time.
That was what I told my wife for the first time we made love.
I love you, bro. That's a good one.
Sorry.
But oh yeah, my profile picture is me with 8 glizzes. Bro, I'm getting the wrong people swiping.
Facts. That just went from to a grinder ad real quick.
It says host, and it just has all my fucking
host 420 friendly. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
And then the next picture is me in the unicorn mask. Should I tell that joke at the gym?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna save that one for the gym. Guys, come December 10th.
Speaking of which,
we're doing stand-up comedy. You get to hear about my fucked up life.
We're taking it back to the gym. Holidays at the gym. Also, shout out our boy Silent Simba. We absolutely missed the hell out of you, bub. This will all be in his honor. You guys are not going to want to miss this show. We packed that place out last time. I'm expecting at least 2 to 3 times more people this time. It was a good show the first round. We got that one out of our system. You're not going to miss this show. So if you've got some free time, you need to get a hold of us. $15 a ticket. We'll have some available at the door.
And we do have a surprise set in memory.
Facts. You have a couple weeks. You have your notice.
And we have pictures. And this brought tears to my eye. We have pictures from his last performance.
Cool. Those were hard to look at. Those were rough.
It was like fucking yesterday, bro.
Those were rough.
But
It
yeah,
doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last did this show.
it was what, August? Almost last year. We're like 1 month away.
You're making me feel old.
Yeah,
August is my birthday. That's my birth month.
mine's April, bro. I'm gonna be 32, but I keep telling people I'm 28. Good age.
He said I'm gonna be 24 forever. But
I'm part of that club.
if you guys have enjoyed yourself and had a good time,
Sure.
smash that like button. We'll see you guys back here next Monday, 9:30.
And keep an eye out because this will be moving to an Only Strange YouTube channel.
Y'all heard the man. Only Strains. Love, peace, chicken grease. Hit the rock. Don't smoke it. Drive safe. Wear condoms. Love you guys. Don't forget, like, subscribe, do all the things. Tag your friends. Tag your people. Share this out. Share it to, like, if you've got like a good church group or something, share it.
Oh, I love that. I was high in church once, but that's a story for a different day. Love y'all.
Love y'all.
Peace.